Welcome back everyone to our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA. So in our last video we got a lot done, and the biggest of those of course was the takeover that we did of one of our competitors, and now we have the Memphis location that is available to us, and we're up to 36 trucks, trailers, and drivers. So we want to continue that momentum today. Again, if we go into the ratings list, you can see we are quite a bit ahead of everybody else on this list, to the point that basically we're at the same level as if you added all of these together. Edison Express is now gone. That's the competitor that we bought out in Memphis. So who would our next target be if we're looking at, well, if we come back in, so we got Trucker Express would be the next logical target. But one of the things that we learned with the competitors is Trucker Express, like Gordon Fox Trucking, says that we have to proceed in the campaign in order to unlock the ability to take them over or even entertain those thoughts. So Trucker Express is out of the question. Okay, if we go back into our ratings list, then we see that Fast Freight National, valued at $1.5 million, would be the next logical choice. So for our purposes, let's just go ahead and take a look at that. Again, we're spending some money. We've got a couple of more payments of $550,000 that will come due over the next few weeks, and totaling about a month overall. So we know we got that going. So about 1.1 million will be coming out of our bank account, notwithstanding all of the money that we hopefully will be making during that time. So that'll put us down around $4 million. So we still got some money to work with, and of course we're going to have some fun with this. We're not going to worry too much about the money situation. It is what it is, and we're here to have fun. So who do we want to try to take over next? Well, Fast Freight National 1.5, and let's go ahead and send that letter. It says 1.6. So what do they have? They got one depot in San Antonio, which isn't terribly interesting to me. They have, looks like 6 trucks. And okay, here is something we don't have. We don't have a license for that right now. So not terribly interested in picking these guys up. They do have quite a bit of money in the bank, considering their company value, that is. So they're not that big. They have the one depot fully maxed out with 6 trucks. And at this point, I'm not all that interested in them. So I tell you what, we're going to put that on hold for right now. Maybe if the depot is in a different place or something like that, I would entertain it. But for now, having a depot down here in San Antonio, while definitely not the end of the world and could be a good thing, it's just not all that attractive. Now, if we were looking at maybe OKC or something like that, it would be much more attractive to me. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see where we are on getting some things unlocked. In particular, we just had schedule number 1, which of course is our dry trailers, is now completely empty. So we are out of contracts, and as we've seen over the last few videos, we're in an economic downturn for that particular market, and everything was losing money. In fact, if we go over to Schedule 3, even this contract that we're taking right now, we know we're going to lose money on, but the idea is that we're going to unlock one of the mines that is located in St. Louis, so that's why we're doing it. Also, we know from, if we go into the quest line, we know St. Louis has a mine, Minneapolis has a mine, and of course I'm sure there are others spread across the map. So let's come into Minneapolis. And there we go. Looks like we've already made at least one delivery over here, fulfilled one contract, because they're at a 3. Now we need them to be at least at a 4. So that means basically any contract that we take to these guys and fulfill that will be perfectly fine. Let's see what we've got. All right, 2 here. Now from here won't work. The dump trailer, you can see that's not going to work. So we need to go 2 here. And what do we have? So Des Moines to Minneapolis. That actually makes just a little bit of money. Not enough to be worth it, but I actually like this. And so we got Des Moines to Minneapolis. And where are let's see, we have some dry trailers in Indy. We've got some on their way to Memphis. Okay, so the ones going to Memphis aren't going to be much use to us unless they're... Okay, yeah, they're in Indy right now. All right, I'll tell you what I would prefer to do. Let's go ahead and have these guys, since they're so close, let's have them go ahead and go over to Des Moines. Okay, so now we see these guys, they disappear from 1 and move into the Des Moines category. That'll be 2. Now, I believe that was a 5-truck contract going from Des Moines to Minneapolis, or just outside of Minneapolis. So what I need is at least a few more of these guys. Now, all of these guys are already in Indy, so we're going to drag over. Tell you what, we're just going to drag over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to have those guys head on over there, and there they go. They're all shoot out of here. That leaves 2 in Indy, and they are the reefer trailers. Okay, so as soon as these guys, or as they get close, looks like we got some maintenance that needs to be done on a couple of these guys. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, we've got maintenance here. And that could work out perfect if we let them get loaded up and then head over to Minneapolis. That could be good. We also have Notch over here who needs, let's see. Okay, he is on his way. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and zoom in if it will let me. Okay, boy, it's making this difficult for me to get there. There we go. So do we want to do the maintenance? Yes, please. And let's see, then we got a reefer truck that is, where are you headed? Okay, so you are headed over to Des Moines, it looks like. That is my guess. And that would mean he does not have anything on board. So let's go ahead and have him stop off in Detroit if he can. A little bit more expensive at 14 grand there. And then we've got one headed here. We're planning on Minneapolis. Okay, I think so. I think we're good. You can see these guys are already set up. We'll have to keep our eye on her as she gets up close to Minneapolis. All right, for now, these guys are headed up. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we had. So contract fulfilled on schedule 2. All right, we'll have to come back to that one, because right now I want to make sure we get this going with this mine. That'll give us 2 mines unlocked, and surely we can work with that. All right, let's go ahead and pick up. Let's see, let's go to, yeah, schedule 1 will be fine. That should be perfectly fine. Des Moines to Minneapolis. Let's take that one. And no, it was only a 2-truck deal. Okay, so very nice. So we'll have way more trucks on this than we actually need. All right, so Des Moines, let's go ahead and load these up. And we're going to drop all of these on it. I'm not even going to really worry about how many trucks and the math and all that. We're just going to load this thing up and get it done as fast as we can. All right, another increase. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about these salary increases. Okay, there they go. They head up, and now is our opportunity to have her, as soon as she drops off her cargo, we'll have her head over to Mighty Mike, and that will take care of her maintenance for now. Okay, I believe we're in good shape. This would be the next person, and I'm tempted to have him go maybe after his next trip. A few of these guys will have to go for another trip. All right, there we go. Schedule 8. Contract is done. Oh, it looks like, nope, it just rolled over for the next week. Okay, so we're good there. And you can see the trips are starting to file in. All right, why did we pause this time? Oh, we're getting some guys that are going to be idle, I'm sure. We're starting to get some guys that are idling, particularly looks like with our dump trailers. All right, so we've got Helena to Cheyenne. And now we need Cheyenne back, if possible. So we've got from here, we want Helena preferably, although we'll entertain whatever. Let's see, that's a pretty good deal. 15 trips, 112. We need to keep making as much money as we can because that's what's going to fuel our continued expansion and hopefully takeover of more of our competitors. All right, so let's go ahead and take this one. And we'll see. We got a couple of guys that are in Cheyenne right now. Hopefully they can get turned around before they get onto the interstate and get headed back home. Okay, the others that we have are reefer drivers. Okay, we'll put that to the side for now and get going once again. Okay, we got 5 trucks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to work out great. All right, what do we get here? We get contract number 2, where we just were, and that one is taken care of now. So Cheyenne to OKC. Let's see if there's anything for a return trip. OKC to Cheyenne. Okay, I like it. I like it. What do we have here? Only 1,000 per trip, so that's not what we're interested in. This one is a nice one. OKC back to Cheyenne. Okay, we don't want to do it just yet because of the timing. All of our drivers are currently in Cheyenne, so we don't want to schedule that just yet. We'll wait till our convoy. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing. And all right, we're getting some more that are idle. And yeah, they just keep piling in, and it is all of these. Okay, it's the dry trailers again. So that's fine. We'll let them file back into Des Moines, or probably some of them to Indy. That is perfectly fine. We'll get a little closer to OKC, and then we'll set up our backhaul. So OKC back to Cheyenne. This one, 15 trips, not bad. Total of 123. And okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Either one of these would be fine. I hesitate to take this one because it's a 10 truck deal and we only have 10 trucks. It's weird to say we only have 10 trucks. But this one I think is overall going to be a better deal just because it's a little bit safer for us right now. Sometimes I like to take some risks. Other times I'll just take the safe route on these. Okay, and while I am thinking about it, there we go. So client up to level 1. And wow, I have to get really in here. There's got to be an easier way other than, let's see, I know I can do, or pretty sure I can do this. Not that. Scroll back out a little bit. There we go. Minneapolis, and I can go and do it this way. This may be my best bet. Okay, let's try. Yeah, they're all going to be, I'm pretty sure anyway. If we go to schedule 1, which is going to be our dry trailers, we don't want Minneapolis itself. Did I already go by it? No, we want, okay, that's what I was thinking. We're only going to have the dump trailers. And where are they? So we've got, why can't we do this? Wait, I have schedule 1 chosen, which has no contracts in it. Okay, now okay, so something had to trigger, I guess. That's odd. So we need to start working on that. This is going to be the quest. Fulfill 5 dump contracts from a mine. So we've unlocked this mine. We've also got the other one down in St. Louis we're working on. So here, we're in great shape, but only for our dump trailers. Our dump trailers are currently busy right now. And we only have, let's see, do we have any? Yeah, there's one right now that's in Bismarck, but that's not going to be all that helpful. Okay, let's head down and see how we're doing in St. Louis. So that would be schedule 3. We have 5 more contracts to fulfill there. Let's take a look at Des Moines at some dry trailer contracts and just see how things are going. Are they still losing money, all of them? Yes, they're all still losing money. Okay, so we're going to let those guys rest, and we're not going to be in a huge hurry to get them out and get them working. Also, if we look back over here at our reefer trailers, I do know we have some of these guys that we could put to work. We've got how many? Let's see, there's 2 in Memphis and 2 in Indy. Okay, and I am tempted to go ahead and get these guys all on one here, but at the same time, we might be able to find some schedules that, or contracts rather, that where we could separate these guys. 5 trucks, 3 trucks. All right, that's not bad for 3 trucks. But most of these are going to be, yikes, that's not much money at all. I think I'm probably going to be better off just combining these guys. Ooh, that's a good one to Minneapolis. I will take that one, but we will do it on a different schedule. We'll go to schedule 1 for this one. This one's pretty good. This is a 2 contract deal, Indy to Minneapolis, and this will give me a good opportunity to get these guys back up and running. All right, so we already have 2 guys here, so that's easy enough to select those 2 guys. And then we have a couple of guys in Memphis. We're simply going to have them run their way back up here and join the fun. Okay, and we'll see as they get closer to Minneapolis if there is any sort of return trip that we can get going. Again, this is only a 2 truck deal. We'll accept this. And we can see our first couple of guys making their way up. And Minneapolis. Okay, here we go. So now let's see what we have in Minneapolis for the reefer trailer. And it needs to be going back to Indy. And that, wow, Rapid City seems to be all they're interested in right now. And that is not going to help us. I do want to unlock Rapid City. Looks like we've not quite unlocked to a level 1 the farm, and it looks like we got furniture that we've done some business with in the past. Okay, these aren't terrible deals. Most of these are 4 or 5 truck deals, which aren't great for us. But the biggest thing is they're not going to where we want them to go. So we could take Chicago. That would be okay. That's a 4 truck deal, and we could, yeah, we could take that one. I think we would be okay if the timing works out. We'll try it. We're going to be a little bit off because 2 of our trucks are trailing behind. All right, good shape otherwise. So now they'll drop off 1 set of cargo, pick up on this second set. And, oh, we got a truck that's broken down. So I missed somebody on their maintenance. Okay, so they'll head over and get that taken care of. A special contract in Boise. It's a little bit farther over than we've been going. Okay, now we're at a point where we're about to complete this contract, 15 trips, and we're about done with that. So we're in good shape as far as that goes, and that's why we're getting more of these pauses in the game. That's more idle dry trailers. And I keep waiting for that notification to pop up that says that the economic crisis is over in the dry trailers. That is going to be a wonderful thing when it happens. And there we go. Schedule 3. That mine is now, actually it's up to a level 2. That's how great that contract was. All right, so that mine is going to be ready to go. So what we're going to want to do is, as soon as we get done with these contracts, and of course because of the number of trucks, we'll be done with those pretty quickly. What we're going to want to do is, I know, go ahead, keep going. Oh, schedule 1. Yep, we didn't quite, the timing didn't quite work out. I was afraid that might happen. So not terribly worried about that. All right, ooh, trapped miners, that is not good. So there's been a small earthquake, very urgent situation. And so what do you have? About 2 trips? Really? About? All right, we don't know where these are coming from, but we do know that we're going to need some dry trailer. Well, we definitely can handle that. We're going to need, oh, we don't have this type of trailer, so that makes it pretty simple for us. We will decline that. And okay, so the contract was fulfilled, but a little bit late, as we thought it might be. Okay, so we're in good shape there. That we didn't get the completion bonus, but not the end of the world. Our money's still doing great. We've got, in 3 more days, we've got 550 grand that will be coming out. Still waiting on that message about the economy. Still waiting. All right, now we've got these guys that are headed to Memphis, but where are they actually right now? They are in where? All right, we got one that looks like is very close to Memphis and another couple that are nearby. Okay, so we'll look at some things in St. Louis. Let's come back in and see if we can start actually fulfilling some of these quests by doing contracts from the mine. So let's come back into the mine, and from here, the dump. Wait a minute now. Why can't we do that? Oh, we're in the wrong schedule. We need to be in this schedule or one of the empty ones. As a matter of fact, let's just go an empty one. And we need 5. Okay, wow, I like that. 50 trips to Des Moines. These appear to be identical. We're pretty close anyway. And 5 trucks, 6 trucks. Okay, so not bad. And that is a 50. Wow, that's going to be a nice deal for us. In order to complete the 5 contracts for the purposes of the career mode, though, this would be a little bit better if we took some of the shorter ones. So I'll tell you what I think we're going to do. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and take some of these shorter ones, try to get the career mode stuff out of the way. And let's see, 15. Let's do a one trip. Oop, almost did that. And then we need, so all of these are going to be 1 truck deals. Okay, we'll take that. And now what we need to do is find our guys that are almost in Memphis, and we're going to hope that the timing works out so that they can get there. I really don't have any other option as far as getting them there other than to take some sort of contract that would get them there. So we are going to hope that we can get these guys up there. You can see the first one coming by now. All right, we've got, all right, he is in Bismarck. And that is no good. I tell you what, can we, since he's in Bismarck, that's very close by to Minneapolis. Let's see what is available here And let's see, are there any... not quite. Everything is for too many trucks. Okay, so that's not going to help us. I'll tell you what, though. Let's go ahead and have him... We got another guy headed to Memphis. All right, let's scoot back down here. This timing may not work out. These guys are too far away. I may should have waited a little bit longer. And let's see. Let's have him go from Bismarck. Let's move him down here to Memphis. Okay, another contract fulfilled. That is on schedule 2. And that is with our other trucks. You can see all of these guys are headed over to Memphis, which will be good. That's where we need, nearby St. Louis. Another truck is broken down. I've really got to start paying more attention to this maintenance. All right, we got one guy who is in maintenance. Wow, that's for a while. Then we got another one. Then we've got... All right, where are you? You are in... Okay, you're in Des Moines. So we're going to have you move over to Lincoln and get that taken care of. And that should be good for now. Okay, it looks like we're running late on schedule 8. Really? Wow, I would not have seen that coming. Okay, is what it is. We'll take that. We'll move on. And okay, so schedule 3, we got our first contract done. And there we go, 1 out of 5. Just wanted to make sure that triggered on there. Then we've got 2 others that I'm really not sure about. And in fact, I have a couple of guys that are in Memphis. I am going to have them... I'm going to have them jump on... Oop, not 4. Oh well, it'll take care of itself. Didn't realize I put 4 guys on that contract. Okay, there's our second contract that is fulfilled. There we go, 2 of 5. Now we're getting somewhere. And these extra guys are going to start to file in to Memphis. We got one guy headed to Indy. That's also not a problem. The main thing is, I know we're running late on this one because of the timing of how I did all this, unfortunately. But again, even if we don't quite make it, it's not the end of the world. All right, all of these that are coming due, yeah, we're fine. So once again, we're running low on time. We got lots and lots of trucks that are done. There we go. So we made it. Putting those extra trucks on there, got that contract fulfilled. Now we are 3 of 5. Excellent. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Now let's move back in, and since we have some guys already in St. Louis, let's see, 5. In this case, nope, we're not going to get that lucky again. So let's go ahead and take, this is a nice one, 5 trips, 55 grand, and it's also the shortest one. So St. Louis to Dallas, we need to get all of our trucks on this one, including the 2 that are already here, and they are headed where? There we go. So it looks like we've got, okay, he is in Memphis. He's headed there, so that's perfectly fine. Looks like, well, I'm just going to take all of these guys. The ones in Memphis and the ones headed to Memphis that might, yeah, there's a couple of them that were already in St. Louis. Looks like 3 of them were in St. Louis, finishing up that last contract. And that's 5 trucks. That's perfect. That's what we need. And then we have another guy who is in Indy. And a couple more on their way to Bismarck. That is a long way away. I'm not sure I like that. Des Moines is full. Indy is full. Well, no wonder. Let's have them go. Let's have them go down here to Memphis, in fact. Yeah, there we go. That'll keep them nearby. All right, we got more people that are becoming idle. There's schedule 2 that is now empty. And that was what? That was, we were going, oh, that's the OKC. Yeah, that was finishing up some of the other, the last few of the dump trailers that we had going around. For now, we're going to leave that till next video. We are going to focus on schedule number 3 and all of the guys that we have headed from St. Louis. And okay, yeah, we're fine with this. From St. Louis down to Dallas, or at least a company just outside of Dallas. Here they come. Let's get that away. And okay, so we've opened up Dallas. Okay, there we go. Contract fulfilled on schedule 1. There we go. This is working out perfect as far as the end of the video. As like I said, we're running pretty good on time, a little bit over, but that's become actually pretty normal. And let's get zoomed back in. And all of our trucks will be headed back to their depots, and we'll get a fresh start in the next video. So there we go. We are about done with this contract. Last delivery. And there we are. We're done. 4 of 5. So now we need to pick up one more delivery. And these guys are all headed where? They're all headed to Memphis, right? Yes, that's perfect. Except for, yeah, we got a few in Bismarck, but that's okay. And let's see. Do we have anybody actually already in Bismarck? Yes, we do have some trailers already there, dump trailers. Let's see what's going on in Minneapolis. I really want to complete this quest line if at all possible. So we've got, let's see, 50 trips, which is great, but we're not quite ready. Oh, this is perfect. Minneapolis to Rapid City. We will take this one. Yes, a dump trailer load, and we'll have one of our guys who is in, well, do I want Bismarck or Des Moines is also nearby? And, oh, never mind. So we're going to have to go with Bismarck. Des Moines doesn't have anybody with the correct trailer. All right, here we go. Coming down to Minneapolis. And again, the timing is going to be a little bit off here, but we're going to hope that it works out. Oh, there it is, folks. There it is. Perfect timing. So the economy is now stabilized for the dry market, and that is perfect because we've been making quite a bit of money. We've been able to accomplish quite a bit with our other trailer types while we had essentially 10 trucks that were basically out of commission. All right, here we go, coming into Rapid City. And there it is. Oh, we got bad news. All right, Billy is back. And you would think he would have good news because we just completed a quest. There's another letter. Oh, great. They say we didn't pay our first month's taxes properly. Okay, we just went through this, Billy. All right, enough is enough. We need a lawyer. Okay, so I think we're getting back to the whole conspiracy thing. We've contacted somebody at the office, an old friend of his. Okay. All right, Maria. Nice to meet you, Maria. So we're looking for legal advice. Yes, I'd be happy to look into it. Awesome. My salary for this task at 140 grand. No. How much can the tax payment be? That we're going to pay you 140 grand for this. Wow. Now we're just making up reasons to take money from us. All right, that's pretty high. Yeah, you think? My hourly rate is pretty reasonable. I don't know what world you live in, but no, that is not reasonable at all. In fact, if that's considered reasonable, then I need to start in this area of work. It also covers an assistant to look into all your company files and check each and every paycheck, contract, bill. It's still too much. It would be cheaper if I had more time, but we need to get everything. Okay, fine. Obviously, we're going to do this. There's no way around it. I'll start as soon as I receive the payment. Well, isn't that awfully nice of you? Payment received. So you took all our money. Got it. Get back to you in a few days. All right, so what do we do now? Well, we keep working, Billy. That's what we do. The same thing we've been doing. Wow, Billy. You really surprise me sometimes. We should try to develop our clients. Man, you can tell this was written for us to have done this a long time ago. When you level them up to their maximum, they offer recurring contracts. Wow, that is weird. And that's the creme de la creme for us haulers. Yep, we already know, Billy. A little late to the party. Oh, we got to accept a recurring contract, which we've already done. Will it give us credit for that? I doubt it. Okay, fulfill 5 weekly quotas on recurring contract. Okay, we should be fine on that. So it didn't say we have to take a new contract. It says we have to fulfill 5 weekly quotas. Well, we already have one, so we should be fine with that without any extra effort on our part. How about that? Billy's a little late to the party, and the person he found to look into this legal matter is extremely expensive. But overall, I think we're in good shape. We're still, even after we made our payment of $550,000, which we have one more of, we're still at $5.1 million. So things are going great. We'll come back next time, and who knows? At some point, I'll be ready to look at taking over another competitor, possibly down here in San Antonio. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we're looking really good for a fresh start. In our next video, we have lots and lots of trucks that are now ready to get back to work. So a great video overall. We got a lot of stuff done. Thank you very much for joining me. And stay tuned next time for more of our Let's Play series of TransRoad USA.